Uncle. My lord.
I hope we haven't dragged you away from anything too important.
Not at all, Uncle. We were just...
boozing and whoring, for instance.
Uncle, I can...
Perhaps you were busy, causing mayhem in the middle of the night and beating up my subjects.
No, it wasn't... Henry and I were just...
Henry's as big a fool as you are. But he's not my ward, thank Christ. That was the last straw, Capon. One more of your escapades and I'll send you to your mother in Polna. For all I care, she can dress you up like a wench and marry you off to some Hungarian.
Uncle, that arson Archibald tried to murder me. What was I to do?
Oh, don't exaggerate. Well, I'm hardly surprised after you molested his girl and humiliated him.
I was only...
Oh, don't whine, for heaven's sake. I have a job for you. Maybe that will keep you out of mischief.
Salutare tuturor și bine ați revenit la un nou episod din seria Come Deliverance. În episodul de astăzi aș vrea să continuăm questul principal, în care trebuie să descoperim cine se află în spatele falsificării groșenilor. Iar pentru asta ne-am întâlnit în această biserică cu niște bandiți care, pentru a intra în ordinul lor, trebuie să ucidem un ucenic de la mănăstire, Pius parcă-l chema. Mai întâi vom merge la Radzig să-i spunem ce am aflat. Așa că o să ieșim de aici din încăperea asta, că nu putem face fast travel. Plătim și noi aici să ne ierte păcatele. Nu cred că o să mai facem quest-uri secundare pentru că nu prea mai avem. Adică nu sunt așa importante. Poate cel doar pentru Hans Capon. Să mergem să luptăm în numele lui la turneu. Mai întâi să ne odihnim că Henry e obosit. Asta cred că ar trebui să fie de ajuns să-și revină. Uite, putem merge la turneu chiar acum. Da, o să fie ziua următoare turneu, ok. Hai să mai mâncăm ceva. Radzig, cred că e la etajul următor. Uite-l aici.
Greetings, Henry. I hear you won the rat-eye tourney. Well done, lad.
Sir, this investigation into the Neuhof massacre, it's getting a bit complicated.
What have you found out?
I tracked down a gang of robbers who recruited killers for Pribyslavitz. They know the whoresons who torched Neuhof.
That's excellent news. Did you find out any more?
So far, not much. If I'm going to infiltrate them, I have to do what they say. That means murdering one of their former cronies, a fellow they call Pius. Apparently he was at Neuhof too.
You have to kill a criminal to prove yourself to them? Huh. I don't much like the sound of it.
That's not the worst of it. This Pius is hiding out in the monastery pretending to be a novice. I'd have to get inside the cloisters to get at him.
Good God above, that's another matter entirely. They don't let just anyone into the cloisters, and the abbot won't give up any of the novices. Secular law has no jurisdiction inside the monastery. But this is the second time that something untoward has happened there. First the counterfeiters, now this. I'd be glad to have someone take a look inside.
It seems like the only way to find Pius is to join the order. Damned if I know how, though.
A bit of meditation and learning would do you good. If it's really the only way to
Deci
get
nu
to
avem
him,
altă alternativă
then you'll have
decât
to
să
do
ne
it.
alăturăm și noi
sorry I
mănăstirii
can't
ca
be of
și
much
călugăr.
Sadly,
ucenic,
my
de fapt.
relations with the monastery aren't entirely congenial. You'll have to figure something out for yourself.
What should I do with Pius once I find him?
Don't kill him. Bring him to the bailiff in Ratte. He'll interrogate the man and give him a fair trial.
It doesn't sound like an easy task, sir. Getting into the cloisters, finding Pius, and then getting him to the bailiff.
Far from it, lad. But I have confidence in your abilities. See you later.
I'll have to get something to eat. I'm starting to get hungry.
Deci Radzig nu ne poate ajuta, ar trebui să ne descurcăm pe cont propriu. Mai întâi să mergem să facem questul lui Hans Capon.
Great. I'll stop by later.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Parcă mai era aici o ăla cu mâncare.
Greetings. What do you need?
I'd like to enroll in the big tournament.
Come tomorrow morning to the upper castle courtyard and I'll gladly sign you up. I'm certainly not going to do it here and now. And don't forget to bring 30 groschen with you. Good luck then.
Tot trebuie să mai așteptăm. Încă nu e nimeni aici. Hai să vedem dacă putem dormi puțin. Nu avem unde.
Is there something you need?
What was that noise?
Who are you?
What's up? Do you need some?
Nu cred că o să ne lase să dormim aici.
Anything else? Huh?
Mai e aici o tabără unde putem dormi. Mergem să dormim câteva ore. Cred că asta trebuie făcut de la bun început, nu să așteptăm.
of Cuman. Let us wish the combatants luck.
God be with you, lad. What can I do for you?
I'd like to enroll in the big tournament.
All right. As long as you've got the enrollment stake, Sir Hanish's rule is every contestant has to put up 60 groschen.
Of course. Here you are.
I'll write your name down. Henry, you said. And I need to know what weapon you choose.
Longsword. I reckon it's what I'm best at.
Good. Get yourself ready. You're next in line.
God be with you.
Meeting face to face in this round will be Henry of Skalitz from the company of Sir Radzig Kobyla. And he will face Alder Friar, a man-at-arms from Sir Divish of Talmberg's garrison. Let us wish the combatants luck. All is prepared for the first duel. We will witness a duel with longswords.
Hai să trecem la treabă.
And now's the time to choose weapons for the next duel. Our combatants will demonstrate their skills with short sword and shield. We have a victor in the second duel. He is Henry of Skalitz. As victor in this round,
Din ce am observat, cu cât mai puține lovituri primești în prima rundă, cu atât mai ușoară e a doua rundă. Adică mi s-a întâmplat să-l înfrâng pe oponent dintr-o singură lovitură în runda a doua, după ce am câștigat prima rundă.
archery master of Cuman, and he will face Henry of Skalitz from the company of Sir Radzig Kobyla. Let us wish the combatants luck. The combatants have entered the arena, and the first duel may commence. We will witness a duel with longswords.
Da, sincer mă așteptam să fie și Hans Capon aici. Nu știu de ce nu e.
Cunt! Quitting?
Round is Henry of Skalitz. The second bout will surely be no less exciting. This one may decide the winner. Prepare to watch a fierce fight with axes and shields.
Giving up already?
O luptă destul de mult în rândul asta.
He is hereby declared the victor in this round and shall proceed to the next round. Meeting face to face in this round will be Cuman, man-at-arms of Sir Hanush of Leipa, and he will face Henry of Skalitz from the company of Sir Radzig Kobyla. Let us wish the combatants luck. And this very first bout will afford plenty of entertainment. We will witness a duel with longswords.
Fuck it.
Go ahead and gather your strength. You'll need it. Curse it!
Who emerges victorious from the first round is Henry of Skalitz.
Mai avem o singură rundă și ar trebui să finalizăm.
And now's the time to choose weapons for the next duel. Prepare to watch a fierce fight with axes and shields.
Bugger!
Give up.
Henry of Skalitz. Lords and ladies, good men and good wives, you have just witnessed the final duel in today's Ratai tourney, for which we all owe gratitude to Sir Hanush of Leipa. All glory to the victor, Henry of Skalitz, man-at-arms in the company of Sir Radzig Kobyla. His prize will be given to him by our gracious Sir Hanush.
Hai să vedem ce are de zis Hanush acum.
You did it in the end, Henry. No doubt you're well satisfied. And I'm sure you'll be happy with this prize.
I certainly am, my lord. Thank you, sir.
May the Lord watch over you. Look out.
Bun, bănuiesc că acum trebuie să mergem să-i zicem lui Hans Capon cum ne-am descurcat.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cred că e tot sus cu Radzig. Oh, de fapt asta era camera lui.
I'm glad you're here, Henry.
What's happening, sir?
Uncle Sir Hanush sent for me. No doubt he wants to give me another ear bashing about the error of my ways. And he said to bring you too.
Huh?
Oh, Sakra. That doesn't sound good.
Indeed. I wonder what he wants to lecture me about this time. And you, because you're going with me.
All right. We should get going then, shouldn't we, Sir Hans? The sooner we get it over and done with, the better.
Probabil o să ne certe.
Right away. I put some of my old clothes in a trunk for you. I don't want you making me look bad in front of Hanush. So go and get dressed up before we head off.
Thanks, Sir Hans. I'll go and get changed now.
Oare ce am făcut de l-am supărat pe Hanush?
So, should we go then?
Let's go. And by the way, I'm glad you got dressed up properly. Clothes make the man, and in your case, it's quite a transformation. Come along then.
Well, my ward and his, what shall we say, chaperone.
Uncle.
My lord?
I hope we haven't dragged you away from anything too important.
Not at all, Uncle. We
like
were just...
boozing and whoring, for instance.
Uncle, I can...
Perhaps you were busy. causing mayhem in the middle of the night and beating up my subjects.
Se pare că a aflat despre noaptea petrecută
Henry's as
la
big a
Bath
fool
House.
as you are, but he's not my ward, thank Christ. What the hell do the pair of you think you're doing? There are people in this fiefdom who work from dawn to dusk to put food on their tables, and on yours, may I remind you. And then they look at you, Hans, their lord and master, and see a drunken layabout. That fellow you beat up last night was a guard, a new guard on the town watch. And he couldn't report for duty this morning because of his injuries. I had the bailiff here complaining, and could I tell him what I really think about this whole sorry affair? Of course not. That would demean me. And you too. So I had to sit gaping like a stuffed owl and listen to his grievances.
Are motive destul de întemeiate să fie supărat. Dar că am făcut de râs. Bine, mai mult Hans, da. Noi l-am ajutat.
The Lord remains a Lord only as long as he commands the loyalty of his subjects. And I'm sure I don't have to tell you the folk here are not exactly enchanted at the prospect of having you in charge. That was the last straw, Capon. One more of your escapades and I'll send you to your mother in Polna. For all I care, she can dress you up like a wench and marry you off to some Hungarian.
Uncle, that arson Archibald tried to murder me. What was I to do?
Oh, don't exaggerate. Well, I'm hardly surprised after you molested his girl and humiliated him.
I was only...
Oh, don't whine, for heaven's sake. It's about time you started taking some responsibility. I have a job for you. Maybe that will keep you out of mischief. Sir Milota of Oleshna has turned up here. Do you know him?
Isn't he Sir Bernard's cousin?
He is. He came here with the remnants of his retinue to seek refuge. He's seriously wounded.
What happened to him, sir?
His fortress Oleshna was attacked by one Wulfrin of Camburg. Milota pursued him almost as far as Neuhof and engaged with him. Unfortunately, the skirmish didn't end well for Milota.
Wulfrin of Camburg? That name is familiar.
He's kin to the Oleshna lords, too. A cousin of Bernard's and Milota's. Their family affairs are a little complicated. None of my business, of course. I just wish they'd found somewhere else to thrash out their differences.
What do you want us to do, sir?
Go and see Bernard in the courtyard. He got a report that Wulfrin pillaged some other farms around Neuhof, and he's putting a squad together to ride against him. Mind your step, though. It's a family affair. After all, maybe more to it than meets the eye. The important thing is to get that damn scavenger out of the domain. If possible, without bloodshed. I can't afford to lose any men over this business. Have I made myself clear?
Yes, sir.
Very well, Uncle.
Get to work, then.
Se pare că nu mai continuăm questul cu falsificatorii de groșeni. O să mergem să vedem care-i treaba cu vărul lui Sir Bernard. Se pare că a venit cu o echipă de bandiți și atacă fermele din regatul Bohemiei. Hai să vedem, trebuie să vorbim cu Bernard. Bernard. Unde ești, Bernard? Uite-l aici.
Sir Hannish sent me, Captain. I'm to join your mission. And Sir Hans, too.
Then mount up, youngster, and we'll move out.
Hai să ne echipăm armura pentru că ar putea să mergem la luptă mai mult ca sigur. Așa, și o sabie.
Lord Capon, when we get there, I'd like you to hold back.
You can forget about that, Bernard. I'm going on an outing. Hannah sent me to handle this matter, and handle it I will. Listen, Bernard, about this robber. I heard some rumours.
About his being a relative of mine, the Melodas?
Something like that.
We have the same great-grandfather, Urban, Baron of Oleshna. Wolfen belongs to a distant branch of my family, which, well, let's just say they bring no honor to our name.
But I heard Wolfen of Camberg was hanged somewhere in Silesia after plundering the bishop's estates.
I heard the same, only, well, I'm sure you've heard what they say about the Camberg branch of my family.
That they're cursed? Now, Bernard, don't you think I'm a little old for fairy tales?
Think what you like, but I heard it from my grandfather, and he never paid attention to old wives' tales.
I meant no offence, Captain. Well, tell me all about it, then. After all, there's no smoke without fire, and I never heard about the Camberg clan from a member of the family.
Very well. At home, we always spoke in whispers about our Camberg relatives. When Wolfen's father, Wilhelm, came to visit, I'm almost ashamed to say it.
You can rely on my discretion, Captain. Carry on.
Well, the servants were so afraid of him that they went and hid in the barn. Father had them whipped. Even then, they wouldn't go near Wilhelm. They were afraid he cursed them. I couldn't blame them.
Why that?
Yeah. Wilhelm's face was so badly disfigured, folk would cross themselves when they saw him. I was afraid of him myself as a boy.
Was he wounded in war?
No. He was born that way. See, his mother, Countess Barbara of Hogwitz, didn't want to marry Wilhelm's father, my grandfather's brother. She never wanted to bear his children. So, she fell pregnant. They say she went to a witch to get rid of the child. She ended up having quintuplets. Can you imagine it? 5 babes born in one night?
Jesus Christ.
That's not all. 4 of them didn't live till dawn. Only the 5th survived. He was disfigured. Wilhelm. They say the witch cheated her, and instead of getting rid of the child, she put the devil's seed inside her.
Good Lord, how dreadful.
Well, Wilhelm carried that with him his whole life. When his own wife was in childbed, he had 7 friars kneeling in her chamber day and night. It didn't stop the rumors, though. When his son, Wolfen, was born, he looked normal enough, but he turned out to be as wild as a stray tomcat.
It seems he hasn't grown out of it.
You're right about that. A few years ago, Wolfen went off to Poland, and Wilhelm got worse and worse. He cursed everything and everyone in his path, started throwing crockery at the servants. He was on his deathbed. They sent for a priest, not just to give him the last rites, but because they were afraid the devil would come out of him and possess someone else. Then later, Wolfen turned up, even though he was supposed to be dead for years. There were folk who said he was dead. That wouldn't stop the devil's spawn.
Sweet Jesus. It sounds a lot more convincing coming from you than the stories my nurses used to tell me.
Whoa!
How are we supposed to deal with the monster like
Vitus and Cyril. I sent them to scout ahead.
Those bastards will pay for this.
They most certainly will. Let's go. We have to make camp. Hamlin, we'll take 2 men and come back here later. I won't have Vitus and Cyril left as crow meat.
Yes, Captain.
Se pare că au ucis 2 dintre spionii lui Bernard. Cred că o să facem tabără aici undeva. cred că e chiar tabăra unde am fost cu Hans Capon la vânătoare.
How are you?
What do we do now?
First, we have to find out where those Horsens are holed up. According to the reports, they raided a few farms around here. So someone should go to those places and find out what they can. You should do it, Henry. My men would probably just startle them.
All right, Captain. I'll do that. Where are the farms?
One is uphill from Neuhof, right by the woods. One here above the woods by the crossroads, directly north from our
Deci trebuie să mergem acum să investigăm ce s-a întâmplat la fermele alea. Ia să vedem. Noi să le mai antrenăm.
my swordsmanship.
Certainly.
I want to achieve mastery.
All right, but it'll cost you.
Isn't that quite a lot? Agree?
Well, now, a little more and we'll shake on it. Agreed. Now listen up.
I'd like to learn to fight better with an axe.
Certainly.
I'm interested in more advanced techniques.
Wouldn't you rather learn the basics first?
Well, I'll think it over.
Goodbye.
Dormim un pic. Se facă dimineață, după care mergem să investigăm fermele. Asta pentru că pe timpul nopții mă gândesc că oamenii or să stea în casă. O să fie destul de greu să vorbim cu ei.
God be with you, Henry.
Hai să vedem. Avem odată ferma din sud și ferma din nord. Mergem mai întâi în nord, că e mai aproape. Pe care mergem la cea din sud.
Yeah.
Hai să îmbunătățim câteva abilități pe aici. Cam asta a fost. Ia stai așa să... Doar nu mai avem poțiune de aia de bard. Aș fi vrut să o folosim să vorbim cu oamenii.
Captain Bernard sent me. It's about that attack.
Well, they came, took everything they could, and rode off again. I don't know what else I can tell you.
We're trying to catch up with that gang, so I need to hear every detail you can tell me.
What do you want to know?
How many of them were there?
2 or 3. I'm not sure. My head's still in a spin.
Which way did they go?
I don't know. I wasn't watching. My husband made me hide indoors, and I only saw them through the window.
So your husband was outside?
Yes, he tried to parley with them.
What did they take?
Not much. We haven't a pot to piss in, which I told them in no uncertain terms as soon as they came here.
So you're telling me they came here,
You told them there was nothing worth taking, and they just rode off again, without further ado.
More or less.
But just a while ago, you told me you were indoors the whole time.
Yes.
Ceva nu se leagă aici.
Mostly.
So, were you inside or outside? Did you talk to them or not?
Well, like I say, it was confusing. I don't remember much.
Look here, I'm not sure what happened here, but I can't shake the feeling you're holding something back.
No! It's just... it all happened so quickly. I'm still bewildered from it all.
I'm the one who's bewildered. Let me make one thing clear. Those bandits are led by Sir Wulfling, Baron of Camberg, and he's not just some common outlaw. If we don't catch him, there'll be hell to pay. So you better speak up, no matter what happened here.
Lord Jesus. Why must we be persecuted so?
So, what really happened here?
First, promise me you'll get rid of them.
That's exactly what I'm here for.
They came a few days ago, took a pig and a sack of apples. We put up no resistance. I noticed one of them had an injured leg, so I offered to treat it for him.
That was very Christian of you, considering they came to rob you.
All I cared about was that they wouldn't kill us.
Go on. What happened then?
They rode off, and I prayed we'd seen the last of them. Only the same evening, they came back again. One of them had been wounded, and they wanted me to take a look at him. They gave me some coin and took me to their camp. And in the morning I came home again.
S-ar putea să știe unde e tabăra lor.
I understand. They threatened you.
They didn't exactly threaten me. They didn't have to. But if they get away from you, they'll come back and get revenge.
Don't worry. We'll take care of them.
So you know where they're camped? I'd like you to lead me there.
I won't go to their camp, no. But I know of a place where you'll have a good view of it.
That'll do me.
Goodbye. I'm not going any further. If they saw me, I'd be done for. The camp's not far away in this direction.
Thanks. And don't worry. I'll deal with those bastards.
I pray you do.
Acum nu știu ce ar trebui să facem. Să-l informăm pe Bernard.
Looks like I found it. I better get back and report to Captain Bernard.
Ne-a dat fail la celălalt quest. Nu e nicio problemă. Uite că nu e chiar așa departe de tabăra lui Bernard.
Yeah.
Mai întâi să zicem și lui Capon cum ne-am descurcat la turneu, că n-am vorbit cu el.
Sir, I won the tourney.
I know! You beat them all black and blue! You're a true warrior, Henry. Really. Even I was amazed at your performance. And thank you, you saved me from Uncle's legendary wrath. Here, I have something for you. I had it made just for you. It's no more than a hero like you deserves.
It's very kind of you, sir. Thanks.
Greetings.
I found that encampment.
Ah, I'm glad to hear it. Is it far?
Not really.
How many men did you see?
Da. Pe cine i-a numărat? Hai să zicem și noi vreo 15.
Shit. That won't be easy. Oh well, nothing to be done. Wulfen of Camberg must hang from the ramparts in Ratai.
Sounds good to me, Captain.
Don't get too cocky. These skirmishes in the woods can get tricky. Who knows what the bastard has up his sleeve. Anyway, I'll round up the men and you can lead us to this camp of theirs.
Of course. Ready when you are.
Advance!
O, ce armură are Hans? Nice. Vedem dacă mai putem repara ceva.
Wulflin of Camberg, for your crimes against Sir Meloda of Oleshna and Sir Hanush of Leipa, you have been declared a reprobate and an outlaw. Will you willingly lay down your arms and accept your just punishment at the hands of Sir Hanush? Or do you intend to offer resistance?
That's a difficult choice, cousin. What do you say, man?
Woohoo! Yeah! Woo!
Am avut dreptate, sunt în jur de 15.
I didn't want to, but these men here talked me into it.
We're wasting our time, Captain. This brute here hasn't the honor of a common footpad. These murdering swine slayed Vitus and Cyril. I think it's time they paid for it. What do you say, men?
Blood for blood!
At those bastards!
Care vine primul? Ăsta cred că e șeful lor.
Rush into the man who brings me Wulflin's head.
Cred că se mai bate cineva cu noi, că trebuie să fie băgat o poțiune înainte de a începe lupta. Au fugit toți. Nice. Chiar la asta mă așteptam, sincer.
Here's the Lord Capon. Here's the Lord Capon. He fought like a lion. Long
Să vorbim cu Bernard acum. Am luat prea multe nimicuri de la Wulfin.
Tell me, Captain, how come this Wulflin is attacking his own kin?
They say blood's thicker than water, but sometimes I wonder. Look at our king and Sigismund.
So what's the cause of your conflict with Wulflin?
Nothing in particular. Just that he's a ruffian, a treacherous bastard, and a bandit. No wonder the whole Camberg clan is cursed.
Victory is ours, Captain.
Praise the Lord. My men are no easy pickings, and you and Sir Hans helped us a lot.
What now?
We'll break camp and head back to the castle. You ought to go on ahead and report to Sir Hanush.
Yes, Captain.
God be with you.
Hai să mai arunc din chestiile pe care le-am luat, că, sincer, nu prea sunt utile. Dar ce-am luat de așa greu? Ăștia cred că au murit instantaneu. Vedem dacă are ceva pe aici, un cufăr, mă gândesc. Uite că are. Bun, hai să mergem la Sărhană și să raportăm noi. Da, e la biserică undeva. Se roagă.
Hey.
Hai să mai reparăm armura repede.
The Lord be praised. What brings you to me?
I have news from the camp, Sir Hanush.
Speak.
Unfortunately, we couldn't avoid a skirmish.
Where's Hans? I hope he's not...
There's no need to worry, my lord. Lord Capon's alive and well. Lord Capon is busy celebrating.
So you succeeded?
Wulfin is dead, and his men routed. Captain Bernard and the others are hunting them down in the woods right now.
By God, that's excellent news. I must say, Henry, after all that's happened recently, I'm glad something finally turned out well.
So am I, sir.
And I think you deserve to be rewarded for your efforts.
Thank you, sir.
Take care now.
Cred că cam asta a fost quest-ul. Mai avem tabere de-astea de curățat. Bun. În continuare ar trebui să facem quest-ul principal. Să mergem să vorbim aici cu cineva care vrea să se ducă de bunăvoie la mănăstire ca și călugăr. Și cumva să ne infiltrăm în locul lui. Da, asta vom face data viitoare. Încheiem aici acest episod. Mulțumesc tuturor celor care ați rămas până la final. Dacă v-a plăcut acest video, nu uitați să lăsați și voi un like cu subscribe. Eu am fost Mr. M și ne auzim data viitoare.